Alright, so here I am on the approach trail. I'm not smart enough to be intimidated yet, but I don't think the gravity of what I'm doing is fully sunk in. Of course, as anybody who knows me knows, I'm trying to do this barefoot. Let's see how far it goes. Realistically, I think I'm going to punk out like day 3, but all at the same time, I know me well enough to know I'm just going to keep pushing through. But, you know, even I know I have limits. What have I gotten myself into? So here it begins. Let's see how this goes, man. Right now it's still kind of a joke in my head. I haven't fully accepted the gravity of this situation. 6 months of living on the trail. My pack already feels freaking heavy, because it is freaking heavy. Base weight was like 30 pounds with all my stuff in it, and I'm at damn near 40, which is not a good start. I hear people having their shit in the teens and whatnot, but evidently they're better at this than I am. So, I'm going to periodically check in, let y'all know that I'm still alive, give you a view here and there when I get one. But for now, it's just trying to acclimate to what this is. Good times. See y'all around. I'm just a couple hours in already. I took a wrong turn, totally missed the entire falls, which is kind of part of the doing the approach trail. And I fucking missed it. I don't even know how I missed it. I think the brim of the hat's not helping. I'm looking down too much and I'm not watching where I'm going. Lesson learned, but it kind of sucks to take a wrong turn that quick. A little harder than I thought it'd be. I mean, I knew it'd be hard, but, you know, shit, it's been just uphill for the past couple hours. But you know what? It's a pretty beautiful day as far as it goes. I was expecting much colder. Nice and overcast. I don't have to worry about my pale ass burning yet. Did bring sunblock, but it's nice to not have to worry about digging it out. All in all, it's going pretty well, except for, you know, taking that wrong turn. Because, of course, you know, when I took that wrong turn, it was fucking gravel the entire way, and gravel's about the worst thing for bare feet. Well, I guess broken glass beats it, but, you know, gravel, that's a good second. Whew. Anyway, check in when there's something interesting going on. And, yay, it's raining already. But, you know, the more shit throws shit at me, the faster I'll adapt to the situation. So, hey, I get to break out my rain gear. Yay. And that's exciting and such. I'm only a couple hours into this. Throw what you will at me. I can hang. The rain has stopped, but it's nice. It's like I'm walking through the clouds. It's not really fog. It's more or less clouds. Haven't seen anybody yet. Kind of cool. You can pretend you're the only person on the planet. I'm a big fan of that. So far, this is decently difficult because it's a lot of uphill, but it's still beautiful. Not regretting it yet, but still, reality hasn't set in, and I know it. I'm about 4, maybe 5 hours in. My feet already look like shit. They're not hurting too bad or anything, but I had to stop to feed the need. I got a terrible black and mild addiction that hopefully I can beat while I'm out here. But this is nice. Sure beats being in an office somewhere. Sure beats the job that I hated. But, you know, it's day one. It's easy to say that kind of stuff. We'll see how I feel day 3, day 4. Hell, tomorrow when I'm all sore. I know mountains are uphill, but damn, it's been some uphill. I have no idea how far I am away from the approach trail, but, you know, I'm still not even on the Appalachian trail. Mosquitoes are already kind of fucking with me, but, you know, I guess not bad. Just annoying, all buzzing in my face. This isn't half bad. I am really looking forward to kicking back and relaxing in front of a campfire, though. Just have no idea how far off that is. I didn't bother checking the maps. I figured first day, why bother? But, you know, I've never been one for reading the instruction guides on things. I just kind of muddle my way through shit and see how it goes. But so far, not half bad. I can get used to this. I will get used to this. Hear how quiet that is? That's fucking beautiful, man. Not a soul out here. I know there's other people out here. I've seen a couple of them, but It's nice to be able to pretend I'm the only person on the planet. If I had one wish, just one, zombie apocalypse. While you're sitting in your car driving to your 9 and 5, I'm kicking it in the woods. Well, it's about time to get back to it. See what I do. So, running low on water, and I found my first water source. Straight from the earth. Look at that. It just comes right out of the side of this thing. And you know what? I'm not even going to bother filtering it. I don't see how it can be contaminated at all when it just ran through a mountain of dirt. Oh, good timing though. I was pretty much out of water. I was getting a little worried, but you know, fuck, this is the approach trail. Nobody dies on the approach trail, so I wasn't too worried. Just stopped off at my first shelter. You might be able to see it back there, like right about there-ish. Pretty interesting. Ran into 6 different people, 3 groups of 2. Everybody really friendly, sharing and whatnot, if you know what I mean. Evidently, I'm already the talk of the town because, you know, I'm cool like that. But, you know, it's pretty muddy on the trail today. Well, in sections. So I'm leaving footprints everywhere. But my feet are sore. Yep, totally our first day already sore. Going down that gravel road was not good for me. That was totally a wrong turn, my bad. Look up a little more often. But that means I'm gonna break a toe. But I promise you, if I break a toe, when I reset it, I'll do it on camera so you can watch me cry. Done it a couple of times. Should make for good TV, huh? But I got a mile and a half to go up this mountain, and then there's supposed to be a bunch of peeps and whatnot, and you know, I'll get near them, but not too close, because you know, I'm kind of weird around people. Well, I guess I'm weird by myself, but around people I'm even weirder, so I'll go be social and whatnot and partake of their whatevers, and then go kick it by myself. I doubt I'll record much of that, but you know, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I headed down to ye old watering hole to fetch my water for dinner, and I guess for bathing and whatnot. I gotta wash them feet; those things are filthy. But yeah, I get to scoop it out of a shit that's not even a creek, slightly running water, filter it, and then hope it doesn't kill me. I don't mind saying that I am sore as all get out, mostly the weight of that pack. My back is pretty sore. My feet hurt pretty good, but I had worse, but I never had to walk the next day and the next day and the next day after hurting them. So we'll see how tonight goes. If I'm not feeling up to it tomorrow, I'm not going to risk it. I'll take a 0 day, which means I'm not going to do shit. I'm just going to hang around this camp and eat all day. Get rid of a little bit of food weight. I brought extra just in case. I think the first week is critical to my success. You know, if I beat myself up and get huge blisters, there's no way I'm making it. So, got to take my time, try to be smart about it. This isn't a race. But, really, it's the weight of that pack going uphill. Everybody's got a little waddle to them right now. We're all walking like ducks. Found a camp. There's got to be another dozen or so people here. A little community of tents going on. You know, normally I wouldn't hang out with people, but you know, I'm still kind of scared of the dark. So, you know, there's safety in numbers. If a bear comes or, you know, aliens or whatnot, they're not getting me. Playing the odds. End of day 1. Well, not quite the end. You know, I still have to sleep. That's part of it. But, you know, what have I learned? This was hard. You know, I knew it was going to be. My feet really hurt, you know, but I knew they were going to. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. I suck at putting up my tent, but I kind of knew I would. I only practiced it a few times. Got it in theory, but, you know. But I'm pretty sure if a good storm ran through, I'd kind of be fucked. Which is dumb on my part, but I wanted this to be a scary experience, so, yeah. I'm actually grouped with people right now because I'll admit, you know, I'm a little intimidated, more than a little. You know, this is big. I'm still trying to look at this and be like, this is my reality for the next 6 months. Wow. Start to sink We'll see how tomorrow goes. I might just kick back and relax for the day, see how my body feels. I haven't carried a pack like that up this much hill ever in my life. I've practiced and whatnot, done my little track, but it was not all uphill. Lots of uphill. But it's good times. I mean, so far it's pretty interesting. You know, haven't had time to do any cool reflecting or anything. Haven't learned anything along the way yet, but you know, it's first day. Tomorrow should suck even worse. You know, all my muscles will be all tight and whatnot. We'll see. Did I even set my shit up right? I'm totally curious. I mean, I've napped in it before, but I've never slept overnight. Well, what the hell? I'll do it again. I'll learn. So far, it's so good. I'm having a good time. See what tomorrow brings. All fucking night. Just raining. And of course I didn't set this thing up properly, so my feet are getting wet. Oh, that'll teach me. But yeah, all fucking night. Great first night. I hope it doesn't get worse. Last night was freaking miserable. Rained all night, wind, thunder, lightning. Evidently I didn't set this thing up as well as I could because my feet overhang just enough to get water in them. So I had to sit up most of the night and try to keep my feet underneath this thing so I didn't fill up my hammock with water. It was a pain in the ass, but you know, such is life. It's still all foggy and whatnot's out there. I'm not sure how I feel yet, you know, if I'm going to be walking or taking a day off. I haven't quite gotten up and moved around yet. But it was a rough night nonetheless. Very rough night. Tonight will be better. Quite literally the worst night I could have had. Rained all night, lightning, thunder, got wet. Learned that I don't know what I'm doing with setting up my hammock. My foot box hung out just enough to where the water ran down my rain fly and right into the foot box. Then traveled up the mat and into the center of my back, so I pretty much spent the whole night hugging my foot box so it wasn't hanging out. Lesson learned. Gotta stake this thing a little bit better, but at least my stakes didn't come out of the ground. That was a big concern of mine because the ground was soft when they were going in and the wind did kick up pretty well last night. Had a couple of those gone, my night would have been horrible because that rain was freaking cold. Right now I'm learning how to break down with everything wet. Got a lot to learn on everything, at least I know that. Gonna try to do 8 miles or so to the next mountain. Feet are feeling pretty good. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it barefoot or not, but we'll see. I'm gonna start off that way, but I have no problem throwing some sandals on if needs be. But this is way better than being at work. Still, even though it was a crappy night, I was kind of hoping for a crappy night that'll help me acclimate better. But yeah, hell, I can deal with this. All right, time to figure out how to pack my stuff up and get on down the road. But yeah, okay. That's where I slept last night, and it was cold. It was wet. It's kind of scary. See what the day brings. Day 2, everything's nice and wet, dripping. A good chunk of the trail is just a tiny little stream. And as far as views, I've got, a lot of fog. That's pretty much what I've got, or mist. I'm not really sure what the difference is, but yeah, this is the trail today. I have elected to wear sandals already. My feet are sore. I didn't want to take the chance. The rest of my body's doing pretty well. But I didn't want to take the chance of, not being able to do anything today. So I'm going to wear sandals until I feel like taking them off. Not quite done with the barefoot thing. But all at the same time, I'm not going to let it hold me up on this trip. Beautiful day already. Good times. So about 20 minutes into it or so, and I'm back to barefoot again. The trail's not so bad. It's actually kind of soft from being rained on all night. And the feet feel pretty good, so figure why not? Go until I can't, and then, you know, I got no problem putting sandals back on. But for now, no need. This is a beautiful day. Had my first little bit of trail magic. That's where somebody, they call them trail angels, comes along and helps you out in some way, gives you food, snacks, maybe a ride somewhere. And this guy had all sorts of nice little snicks and snacks. I got myself a moon pie. Haven't had a moon pie in forever. It's quite tasty. But, you know, shit, all sugar is right now. But rather cool of him. I want to say his name was Mountain Squid or something like that, but hell, I'm horrible with names, and I'm even worse with made-up names. Well, let's see how far we get today. The sun has come out, and this place is a whole different world. Still really wet. You know, I'm walking in mud, but that's kind of nice. Sun's out, fog is gone, there's greenery everywhere. It's looking to be a beautiful day. I think I only have like 5 miles left to go if I want to stop for the night somewhere. But hell, I might push on past that. I'm feeling pretty good for second day, better than I thought I would. I mean, especially after the night I had last night, I did not get much sleep at all. That storm came through like right when you'd think it was done and the trees would stop dripping on you. Boom! Round two. I think it went on for like 4 or 5 hours. But it was a really good learning lesson. And I survived, so that's the important part, because who dies on the approach trail? That's just sad. Alright, so still early in the day. I'm going to press on. In about my 5th hour of walking or so, decided to finally take a break. Kick back, just enjoy the breeze coming through the trees. No real views yet to speak of, nothing cool to see. Just trees and wind. And it is fucking amazing. Man, I needed this. It's hard, my body hurts. But not as bad as I thought it would. But yeah, it's pretty rough. There's a lot of motherfucking uphills. I know they're mountains and they go uphill, but you know, until you walk up one, it's just a word. It should only be a couple miles from the shelter, but again, I haven't really checked the book or anything. I'm just going off of what I've heard. Yeah, I'm just gonna wing it until I actually have to look in that book. So I'm just gonna kick it here, catch my wind, and continue on. I need to get to the shelter early so I can set things up proper. I don't want another night like that last night. That was rough, but a good learning lesson. See you at the top. Made it to camp. I got everything set up. Got it set up better than I did last night, at least by looks right now. We'll find out if it starts raining. On the bummer side, I didn't bring the right charger for my phone, so I only have, well, like maybe 15% left until I find a socket. That's the only way I can charge until I replace the cord. Had 2 cords, grabbed the wrong one, of course. Learning. Day 3. Set up camp pretty well, broke down before the sun was even up, so I'm getting a little bit better at that. Still an uncomfortable night, but hell, I'm used to sleeping in a bed. Pulled a total bonehead move. I probably mentioned it earlier, but it's been stressing me that I didn't bring the proper cable to charge my phone. A pound worth of shit to charge my phone with that I'm carrying around, and I didn't bring the proper cable. So I'm gonna have to save a little bit of my battery life so I can get a hold of whomever has my cord. Fucking lame. Okay, I can still charge it with an outlet, but you know, as you can tell, there aren't freaking outlets around here. So there aren't going to be a whole lot of videos for the next few days, but seeing some exciting shit's going down, and this is probably when I'd want to record. But evidently a big storm's coming in, not tonight, but tomorrow night. We're about 20 miles away from the nearest place we could hide. So we're going to try to do 12 today, and then maybe 8 the day after. But I don't know if I can do 12 yet. It's up something called Blood Mountain. It's nice and steep. Yay. Good times. But, you know, gotta save. I only have a limited battery left. But I'll let you know if I live through this. And if I cry, I'll try to record it. We'll see how my battery goes, though. Has been an awesome day so far. I've gone 6 or 7 miles out of my 12. Saw this spot right here. Decided I needed to take a break and have my lunch right here. Since I needed to refill my water supply anyway, it seemed like the perfect place. And this is just pretty damn sweet. So far, still having a really good time. we'll see how things go. I won't be checking in a whole lot due to my battery being almost dead issue, but when I can. Finally came across my first decent view. I'm a good 10 or 11 miles into this. Should only have a mile or so to go. But I don't know what this picks up, but I could see mountains way off in the distance that I know that I'm going to be climbing. And they're so far away. But yeah, pretty sure I'm going to kick all those mountains' asses right there. And then beyond that, there's an even higher one. Zoom in. Kind of off in the murky distance right there. Man, I hope I find a campground soon. I'm just beat. From what I've been told, it's a mile or so, but I'll believe it when I'm sleeping there. Just walked about 15 miles. Amazed I made that far. Actually, I'm pretty impressed with myself. It was a long day's walk. So tired, in fact, that I'm not even going to bother setting up all my gear and whatnot. I'm just kind of sleeping on the ground on my piece of Tyvek. I'm just going to wear my rain gear. If it starts raining, I'm just going to wake up and start hiking as soon as it starts. But hey, made it this far. Very impressed. So after a nice long day, kicking it with my feet in a little stream, it's all nice and ice cold. It's like the best thing that's happened to me all day. Hung my first bear bag. That's my hot pink string going up to my bag up there, although I'm pretty sure a bear could tear that down if he wanted to, but we pretend. These are the nice people that fed me marshmallows, and the woman who fed them to me was named Marshmallow. Easy to remember. There are people camped out all over the place, all up on the roads. Now we're just gonna crash out and try to make that last leg to some sort of cabin or hostel up there. See if we can do it before the rain kicks in. Morning of day 4. Last night I hiked 16 miles, got into camp, and I was so beat that I didn't even set up my gear. I just threw a piece of Tyvek on the ground and went to sleep on it. Of course, at some time in the middle of the night I woke up freezing cold, even though it wasn't really cold, but still woke up cold. So I just laid down in the leaves and covered myself in them. I'm adapting pretty quick. I've been waking up at 3 o'clock every day for whatever reason. And before I was just pretending to sleep for the next couple of hours till everybody else got up. But now I'm in the mind of, why not get up, do my thing, and get going. So I woke up this morning and as silently as I could, I made my coffee and some oatmeal and whatnot. Watched the stars for a bit. And now I'm on the trail. I think I have less than 10 miles to do today, which would have sounded bad the other day, but I guess I'm acclimating. Hopefully there's power at the next place I'm going to, or I don't have many videos left. Still day 4, sun hasn't come up yet. Needed some water, found a water source. And it's not focusing, but there we go. It just comes out of the side of this mountain, just right out of the rocks. And you know what, that's so clean, I'm not even gonna bother filtering it. So yeah, this is where I get my water from. It just literally comes out of the side of the mountain. Come on, focus. Oh well, you get the picture. Or I guess a blurry version of it. Day 4, and already in a hotel. What a chump, huh? It was pretty rough out there. Doing 16 miles the other day, did a good 10 today, and it was downhill. And downhill is so fucking painful. All of our knees are killing us. I met this cat, this Dan. What up, Dan? Meeting a lot of Dans on the trail. Me and him were splitting a room, not in a gay way. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Yeah. But this is the first time I've seen myself in the mirror. Man, I look like shit. But I'm feeling badass. Totally reached level 2 yesterday. Hit that town after doing, I hit that little campsite after doing those 16 miles. Woke up all early out before the sun. I'm getting in the hang of this shit already. Okay, so I'm going to be able to power up for a little bit. You know, I'll have one charge in my phone until I can get somebody to send me my cable. So that's what I'm going to work on now, is trying to get that thing sent to me. Because I'm going to have a hard time finding a Google cable anywhere, because they got to make their own stupid little annex bastards. Alright, so probably not a lot of videos till then, but we'll see what I can do.